It's 10:32 right now. I'm gonna check the agenda for today's workshop and make sure that I have everything ready for it. There's only around 25 minutes left till pick up from daycare. Are you dozing off? She's dozing off. Welcome to a new day in my life as a marketer video. It's been exactly 2.5 years since I filmed a similar video for my channel, and that video was actually super successful, the most successful video on this channel to this day. But it's been such a long time and so much has changed since then. For one, I was pregnant then, and now my daughter is almost 2 years old, if you can believe it. I still can't. So that's a big change on the personal front of things, but there's also been a lot of other changes in my life, such as career changes, location changes. I wanted to do a new updated version of this day in the life of a marketer type of video. Now I'm wearing multiple hats, so my days look different. 2.5 years ago, I was working in a B2B inbound focused marketing agency, and I was the digital marketing manager at that agency. And now I'm a marketing professor. I'm a content creator that creates content around marketing. I'm a marketing mentor and career coach in a way, and I will explain all of those things during the day. And I sometimes also work with clients on their marketing strategies, social media strategies, or lead generation strategies, and more. So my days are drastically different than what they used to look like before. If that sounds interesting to you, then come along and I'll take you through my day. And today is actually my teaching day. My class will start at 12 and it goes on to 3, but the workshop that we have for the class is between 1 to 3 p.m. Anyways, I will take you through my day as things progress, and I really hope that things don't get messy and I forget to vlog, because that happened before. We'll see. And right now it's a little past 9 a.m. and my daughter's drop off to daycare is at 9:30 a.m. which I'm responsible of, so I'm gonna do that and then we'll be back to the office. I just realized that Bush left his guitar in my office, and if I don't remove it, it's gonna be visible throughout my class. So let's move that and put it somewhere else in the house. Okay, guitar off, back on. Yes, so I have my mom helping out, thankfully. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's chat a little bit. So daycare drop-off completed. It is now 10:30 a.m. because I had to do a call with the bank and pour myself some coffee, and now I'm in the office. I'm gonna show you the office as well, because in the previous video, with the day in the life video, I actually did not have an office space. Anyway, let's talk about what's ahead of us today and what I'll be doing and what you'll likely be seeing in this video. And if there are surprises, there are surprises, because some days are unexpected. Like last week, I was in the middle of the class, we were doing the workshop, and all of a sudden I got a call from my daughter's daycare, and I needed to go and pick her up a little earlier than planned. So sometimes things happen. One of the reasons I wanted to do this vlog is because I want to make it more casual, more relatable, more fun for me, and for hopefully for you as well. I know that the tutorial type videos are also really great because they're more intentional, and because you are there to learn a certain topic, and that's how you search for the keywords, and then you come across my content, and that's how you watch the content. For these types of videos where it's more like a day in the life type of thing, this is also part of the content strategy, by the way, so we're actually right now talking marketing. Anyway, so for these types of videos, these are more relatable for the audience that I already have, that are already subscribed to the channel. So I'm expecting the videos to be lower on these types of videos, but nonetheless, I do want to try that. It is simply an experiment within my content strategy too. So I want to add a little bit of spice into my process of creating content, and also what you view on this channel as well. And number two, when I am watching content, I love more relatable, true, real, authentic experiences. and those kinds of videos. So I think the day in the life and vlog type of videos really address that or tap into that function. I want you to see that there is an ongoing learning process behind all of that, and it's a challenge for me as well. It's a journey, it's a growth journey for me as well, and I think that makes things more relatable. So I really hope that you agree with me. Who knows, right? Maybe we'll see that you like these types of videos a lot as well. So I've been talking a lot. Let's have a sip of coffee. Okay, enough of me talking. I'm gonna take you through my schedule and we're gonna start working, because I actually have a meeting at 11 a.m. That goes on until 12, and then 12 is when my workshop starts, which is basically my class. So I teach a marketing analytics course at George Brown College here. I mentioned this in a couple of previous videos, I believe last year as well, but if you're new here, if this is the first content that you're seeing, then I do teach marketing analytics this semester. It is fully online learning. The class, the workshop that I call it, it goes on between 12 to 3, but 12 to 1 p.m. is when I leave the students to do self-learning, individual learning, and then 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is the actual workshop where I'm involved. It's not, I don't want it to be a lecture type of thing, but somehow it always ends up being something of that sort. So gonna try to avoid that. Anyway, so those are the main things for the meeting. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about that meeting part as well. Within George Brown, I actually have another hat, which is under a program that we call academic work term, and that is the 3rd semester of our diploma students in marketing. So that is basically the co-op, the internship, the experiential learning semester for our students, which is the 3rd semester. So that is a semester where they actually get hands-on experience. They work with a company and they get real, true experiences of what it's like to work as a marketer. So because things have changed due to coronavirus and because the school had to adapt, there are less co-op opportunities. So we're offering something that we call AWT, academic work term, where it's a different type of program where the faculty is involved and the faculty becomes a mentor for the students, where they do their internships with a company but don't do it one-to-one, and they don't work as closely as they would in a regular internship. Through this opportunity, we're able to offer the work experience to a larger group of students. So that's about it, and I'm involved in that team where we are doing a matchmaking in a way between companies finding internship opportunities for our marketing students and aligning it with their skill sets and interests and all of that. So kind of the matchmaking between companies and our marketing students. And then next semester, once this winter semester is over, as of May, I'll actually be mentoring the students as they work with these companies on their internship experiences. So that was a long summary. Okay, gonna get back to work now. It's 10:32 right now. I'm gonna check the agenda for today's workshop and make sure that I have everything ready for it. I'm gonna show you what we'll be doing, just a sneak peek of it, and then I realize I have a little bit more time until that 11 a.m. meeting, and there's no prep involved for that meeting. So what I'm going to do is to check my YouTube analytics, and I will show you how that looks. Oh, this video is doing number 1 out of 10. Okay, this is good news to start the day. I need to check the latest comments. So yeah, this is something that I try to do very regularly. I really try to stay up to date with the latest comments and make sure that I respond to every one of you. So if you do leave me a comment, you'll likely get a reply from me. Sometimes I share your comments too across other social media channels because you really inspire me. Let's take a look. It is doing good. Let me go and see more, and I want to see the traffic sources. Okay, so this is one of the most important things for my strategy, the YouTube search. So this is one of the initial things I pay attention to, and since this video is only a couple days old, I published it on March 25th. I'm observing how fast or how slow it takes for this video to be found and included in YouTube search. That's something I take a look at. I take a look at the latest comments, and now because I have one of my hands full, I can't actually reply, but I'm gonna do that when I put the camera down. So that's what I'm gonna do until 11 a.m. and I'll see you soon. "11 to 12 meeting ended a little late. This is going to be my lunch today. And I'm just gonna eat my lunch as I'm working. Being a parent and having less scheduled work days, I don't take the regular hour or the regular half an hour that I would normally take for lunch and just to have like a mindful and present and proper lunch, but instead I just kind of do it while I'm working, while I'm maybe sometimes watching something informational or inspirational to kickstart some ideas around my content. Usually I'm trying to end my days a little earlier than before, so it's not the typical 9 to 5 schedule that I have. Sometimes I start earlier than everyone else in the household so I can get ahead of things. Actually, I decided that because I never showed you my office and never introduced you to this beautiful space that I have, that's what I'm gonna do first. So this is where I enter, my beautiful door, and this is my beautiful wall that I made with stickers that I bought from Etsy. Otherwise, it was a plain kind of light gray colored wall that I didn't choose the paint for, but I really love the stickers. It really changed the whole space, I think. So this is how my desk area setup looks like. Now I have a screen, yay! That's a big upgrade from the last office setup that I had. If for those of you who remember the initial video, I was just working from the kitchen table basically. So this is a huge update, and the chair that I was working from was a lot less comfortable than this one. Although this isn't an ideal ergonomic chair for an office setup, I really need to do something about this chair. But I do like the color, I'm gonna be honest, like I like the style, but it's really not that comfortable. Anyway, so this is the setup. I keep my tripod and my light over here. I usually only use a large screen and not this one, but whenever I have a Zoom call or meeting, whatever, I don't want to call it a Zoom call because they're not all Zoom calls. Anyway, that's when I use this one for the webcam and for people to see me, obviously. And let's turn to this wall. So this is a little shelf where I keep my cameras. Some are missing right now, and a couple of books that I want to keep handy, more so about self-growth or marketing, those kinds of things. And my famous yellow seat and my yoga mat, bands for, again, exercising, and my beautiful plants. Pretty simple and minimal, and this is just, again, sometimes I prefer to sit on that or exercise with that, and that's about it. And okay, I'm gonna show you something interesting here. I don't know if it's gonna be interesting, but this, I love it so much. It's an experiment, it's a craft that my daughter and my mom made for me on my birthday. So it's Ada's, obviously, foot and hand. What is it called? Like stamp? Not stamp. I don't know what it's called, to be honest. But yeah, this is what they made for me for my birthday this year. My birthday is actually the 20th, but they made this on the 18th, and I love it so much. And funny enough, it's made from salt. I don't know if you guys, any of you guys are crafty, but this is made from salt, and I've yet to hang it somewhere in the room, but need to find it a space. Okay, back to work. So we have done a Google Merchandise Store challenge, which is something that I very briefly talked about on the channel before. We did that #1, so we're gonna do a review because I finally finished grading 52 assignments, and there was a lot of notes that I took after grading the assignments. So we're gonna talk about that. #1, item on the agenda. We're going to talk about an exercise that we started last week, the audience profile. So we are building an audience persona using Google Analytics. And finally, I'm going to talk to my students about those academic work term opportunities because the spring semester is approaching. So that's about it. The agenda is pretty clean. So last couple of minutes before the class begins, I decided to set up a microphone this time and trying to set up my screen, which isn't working right now. So I'm gonna try this once again. I really hope it works because I need both screens. I hate using this thing, the dock, I think it's called, and it always has one of these spaces working and the other one doesn't work. So let me see now if this is going to work and this is actually going to open the screen. Yeah, okay, so it turned on the screen for me, so it just means that I can't have the charger at the same time. And I'm gonna test the microphone and almost ready to begin class. Joining in. Let me actually set up the speakers because I don't know if this is correct right now. I just hope it is. We're on a break for 10 minutes just before we kind of switch to a new topic within the workshop, within the class, I mean. But I'm just realizing that it wasn't a good idea to decide to do a vlog on the same day as I am teaching, because when it's teaching day, I speak so much for almost 2 hours non-stop because I don't get that much interaction when it's online learning, which is something I'm going to comment about after the class is finished. But it wasn't a good idea to do it on the same day because I just lose my voice after talking so much. Anyway, this is me in teaching mode and I'll get back to the class. There's one more thing that I want to cover in today's workshop and then class is dismissed and we'll talk more. Just got out of the house, class is dismissed and I couldn't eat my banana, so I'm just like kind of sitting in front of the house and I'm gonna enjoy the fresh weather, fresh air. I don't even know what I'm talking about because I've talked so much today. There's only around 25 minutes left till pick up from daycare. I'm very excited. Honestly, this is only the second week that Ada is going to daycare. And last week was rough, to say the least. And it was worrying as well. There's a lot of like behavioral changes as well, but it wasn't just that. The rough part was like seeing her cry that much, to do that adjustment, and just to kind of reassure ourselves that this is the right decision, that we are doing the right thing, and this is going to be better for her. It's rough. I mean, like before COVID, like I could go into the daycares, I could actually meet their teachers, I could see what that center looks like and if Ada will be happy there or not. This is the same for all parents. Obviously, this is not like unique for Ada. So today was the the first day of the second week. So she goes only 3 days a week, and so this is just me venting out about the daycare situation. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for her pickup. I miss her deeply, even though she doesn't let me work at home. I'm really hoping that she's happy there, and so I'm just gonna take a break, scroll through my social media, reply to any comments, do any urgent things, any replies that I need to do, and the class was all good. I'm happy about it, and hopefully my students are too. And yeah, I'll take you through if there's more to do today. Going to pick up Ada. Yay. We picked my baby up. Hi, Ada. Ada, are you dozing off? She's dozing off. She didn't eat anything, but she was calling mommy, mommy when I was picking her up. Adacığım, do you want to say hi? What do you see? What do you see, Ada? What is that? Do you see a school bus? Yeah. We see a school bus. Adacığım, do you want to Hi, do you want to help me finish off this vlog? Everyone wants to see more of you anyway. So guys, I actually realized that I forgot to finish the vlog the other day when I was initially filming. But to be honest, this week, all of my evenings have been very similar to each other. Drinking a cup of digestive tea after dinner, having Ada just on me or around me and playing with stuff, and working here at the same time. This week, all of the evenings have actually been work evenings where I have the computer here in the living room. I just move over here and I just either do editing, I've been doing grading, or I have been reviewing edits from my video editor. So this week has been like this. So this is the setup. As you see, it's a mess, but this is the reality of this week. So that's about it for me, and I'm hoping that this evening's work doesn't really take that long. It's already 7:30-ish. I won't be putting Ada to sleep, so Barış will do that, and I will keep working as she's going to sleep. This week has been an intense week. So that's about it from this first version of Day in the Life. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to give you a glimpse into what a typical day looks like for me. And I will likely try to film a couple of other days that don't look exactly like this one, but where I do different types of tasks or different types of work. Anyway, that's me signing off for this video. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, don't forget to like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.